Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Srimanarayana. Once there was a woodcutter made his livelihood by selling wood. He went to the forest to cut wood. His attention was caught by a fox. The fox had hind limbs but did not have forelimbs. The woodcutter thought, "Who will take care of this fox? Who will give food to it?" Then he found a tiger approaching the fox holding a piece of meat in its mouth. He was scared and climbed up a tree and was watching the scene. He thought the fox would be prey to the tiger. But to his surprise, the tiger left the piece in front of the fox and left, and the fox ate it. Then he thought, if someone was unable to do a job, someone else would help him. The next day he came and observed the same scene. He saw the same fox and also the same tiger with meat to give food to that fox. Then he confirmed, yes, if we don't do any work, God, the Creator, will send someone to save us. Unnecessarily I troubled myself working all these days. Thinking so, he threw his axe and stopped working anymore. But nobody came to give him food. He was hungry. The next day he did the same and was looking for someone to feed him. But no one came there, as he had not eaten anything for 2 days, felt giddy and fell on the way. A man was walking in the same direction, and the woodcutter was found in unconscious state. The stranger sprinkled water on his face, and the woodcutter got his consciousness back. Then the stranger asked him, "What happened to you? Are you not feeling well?" The woodcutter explained everything and also about his thoughts. "I saw a lame fox and a tiger, and the tiger fed the fox. Though the fox was not doing any work, God gave it food by sending a tiger. So I thought He, being the Creator, would not leave His children in spite of not doing any work. That made me stop working. But no one gave me food." On hearing the woodcutter's story, at first the stranger offered him some bread which he was taking and taught him a lesson in this way. "See, my friend, when you saw the fox and the tiger, you entered into the body of the fox and thought in one point of view. Such people will remain as parasites depending on others. But if you had placed yourself in the body of the tiger, your way of thinking would have been different. You would have thought, I should have been like the tiger so that I would have helped other needy people. If you think in that angle, you would have worked more, earned more, and would have helped the needy. Our hand should be like the hand that would give, but not like the hand that would receive. If we develop the attitude of helping others, God would surely give what we need." The woodcutter thanked him for his valuable suggestions, felt guilty for his way of thinking. Then onwards, he changed his attitude. Let us ask ourselves, do we let our hands as receivers or givers? If we train our hands as offering hands of helping needy, we find a glimpse of gratitude in them that turns to be blessings and makes our life fruitful. After listening to the story, let us observe some grammar points in it. Let us know how to frame positive and negative statements. The fox had hind limbs but did not have forelimbs. If we observe this sentence has 2 parts in it. What are the 2 parts? The fox had hind limbs but did not have forelimbs. In the first part, we used had as the main verb, and that part is in positive. When we take the second part of the same sentence, that second part is in negative form. What is that? But did not have forelimbs. Here we used did as the auxiliary verb and have as the main verb. So when the sentence is in past tense, we have to use auxiliary verb did and the keyword remains the same. Suppose if the sentence is in present tense, as given in the example, the fox has hind limbs but doesn't have four limbs. In this sentence, the sentence is in present tense, so we have to use has in the first part, and the two that is in positive form, and when you come to the second part it is in negative, so we have to use doesn't. Since the sentence is in present tense, we have to use do or does as auxiliary verbs, but here we are talking about only one fox, so we have to use does in while framing negative sentence, and the keyword remains the same. Now let us know about if clauses. We find many if clauses used in the story given. Let us see the sentence. If the woodcutter had placed himself in the tiger, he would have thought in different way. This sentence has got two parts in it. What are those two parts? The first part is called if clause and the second part is called main clause, since the sentence is said to be a complex sentence. If clauses are of three categories. Those are open condition, hypothetical condition and past condition. If the narration is in present tense, we would have used the first sentence. It would be like first sentence. If the woodcutter places himself in the tiger, he will think in different way. If the narration is in past tense, we have to use either hypothetical or past condition. Normally we don't use hypothetical, so we used past condition in the narration of the story. So we have to say, if the woodcutter had placed himself in the tiger, he would have thought in different way. That is said to be past condition. Thank you.